That one's on.
Yep. Live in 3, 2, 1, action. All right, take it away, Nick.
All right, so tomorrow's the NewPort 10k right here in Newport, New Jersey. I'm here with Carlos. He is my agent. I've been working to him for over a year now, almost 2 years actually.
That's right.
It's been a while, so.
Yeah. So basically, we kind of want to, get out to Nick's fans and everyone that watches Nick, his training, and all the crazy stuff that he does. And just kind of just give you guys a big scoop of what we've been doing the last year and working together. So just take it away with how we met. Let's start with that, just so you guys can know who I am. I'm Carlos Roa. I'm Nick's agent. I'm a post-collegiate runner, and I agent around for a few runners. I'm also a private chef. That's my full-time job, but this is just what I do for fun.
Yep. So we're going to go back to the Olympic trials last year. I'm trying to qualify. I go down to Jacksonville, Florida, to run a marathon, and I get into the race, and it turns out I'm the only guy running the marathon. Little did I know that how many elite runners were there?
There was about 50 elite guys.
50 elite guys going for the half to hit the trial time,
which is a sub 105, and they had a pacer out there. So this is a guy saying, "Hey, follow me. I will lead you to the way."
Yeah. And then, so basically what happened is I run the whole marathon, and I'm coming, I end the marathon, I'm coming around on the track, and nobody's cheering for me. It's a really funny story. And then I come and I win my first marathon, right? And I didn't break a ribbon, and right when I finished, the announcer goes, "Oh look, somebody just won the marathon." That was the only compliment I got, or the only whatever.
Right.
But everybody who was in the half, like 30 guys qualified for the trials right in the half,
right.
And I wasn't there to...
Well, yeah, but basically, I had one other runner that had ran the race, and she was able to qualify for the Olympic trials.
Karen.
And, yeah, right, my sister Karen. And I looked at the results and I said, wow, the fact that Nick was there, I mean, he was at the right place, but in the wrong race. Like, how does that happen? And, so I said to him, yeah,
just going out there running.
Right, and we're part of Long Island Running, and we get out there and run, almost every weekend, or we try to, especially when the weather's nice.
Yeah.
And I said, hey, let's meet up for a run. And I immediately said, when we met up for that run, Nick, you need direction. Let me, help you guide in that way.
Yeah.
And ever since then we started this partnership, and we've been kind of rolling through. We went to Columbus, Ohio last year. Ran the 105 half marathon
after the trials.
Yeah, I mean, this is a huge, just time to run. At a big race.
It was a top 20 finish.
That's right, top 20 finish. We got 20th place. After that, went out to Shelter Island.
Actually, we did Newport.
No, Shelter Island, and then
Shelter Island,
and then Newport.
No, Shelter Island's in June. Newport was
in
2
September.
weeks after, and then Cow Harbor was in September.
Yeah, so it's right.
We came
here last year.
Exhausted from the half.
That's right. So he came in 5th, I believe.
Yeah. Came in 5th.
He ran 30-50.
Yeah. 30,
in a 10k, and then after that we went to Shelter Island where he did a PR.
Ran 29:55.
Right, first time under 30 minutes at a tough course. With a great competition. There's some of the best guys in the world out there, actually. And he was up there competing with them. Yeah. And then we kind of just, he took some time off. We got back on the road.
Went to China for a month.
And he got back and he said, you know what, let's get the ball rolling. We took him out to Cow Harbor,
right here,
where he got 3rd place.
3rd place.
So we've been, we did this great partnership together. I've been giving him the right direction of where to go. And I mean, his results have just skyrocketed.
Yeah.
So I mean, it
definitely just helps someone to guide you through like what races you should really get in that has competition at your level, so that you could have a pack to run with and not get your butt whooped in a world class elite race with a lot of Kenyans and Ethiopians that are basically a handful faster than I am.
So basically, his job is the hard part.
Yeah.
Run all those freaking miles that, I won't do.
60 a week.
160, 170, 180 a week, and I'm the guy that just basically
does all the paperwork.
And says, hey, this is where you're going to be. This is how you're going to get there. Yeah. Basically I scout out the races for him, and together we decide, this race is good, this race is not good. So I think one thing that we want to tell everyone out there is, you can have a great training program and everything, but if you don't have the direction of where you're going, you're not going to get there. And I think with Nick, in the past 12 months, and maybe 18 months now that we've been working together, we've given, each other the right direction, We
got our name out there a little bit.
Yeah, we're getting our name out there a little bit, and people are starting to ask us to come to races. We're starting to negotiate some deals with some races, a little bit more money here, this is good money there, but at the end of the day, it's about, the basics, training and direction. And if you don't have both together, you're not going to get anywhere.
Tell about some guys that are running 13:30 on the track and they're still without sponsorships,
right?
And they're way faster.
Right, and this is one thing that I tell Nick. There's a lot of guys out there that are running 13:30s on the track. 13:20s on the track, and some of them don't have sponsors. The reason for that is because they lack direction. So.
Just doing track races.
Right, just doing track races. So, if you had the right direction, you'd be able to do the right track races, which will lead you to great sponsorships and monetary, benefits and everything. But it's not about the money. The money helps. But ultimately, it's the goal and the passion that you have for the sport. And with Nick, we found this great passion and this great hard work that has led to such great success on the road. And that's what we're feeding off of, so... That's it. It's been the basic formula, for the past 18 months.
Yeah. There's more road races are more spectator friendly, so there's more people out there to watch it. More
and it's more of a market. So one thing that I can tell you guys is if you're not prospering in one place, even though you're improving, either keep going at it for a little more, or maybe change the direction a little bit. And that's all what we did here. We shifted the direction. Yeah. Now we're prospering, and we're in talks with some companies in the future to have a potential sponsorship. But that comes with time. That comes with faster times on the road. Faster PRs. Yeah. And at the end of the day, everything out there is a competition. There are guys out there that are going to be racing Nick that he will be fighting for a spot for a sponsorship. Within the next 6 months. Yeah. So that's something that we're going to be working with, and we have a lot of companies that are interested, and we have a lot of companies that we're speaking with, to make this happen.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the basic scoop. So basically, Nick had a few letdowns in the last 2 races on the track.
Yeah.
So we're
stepped on and tripped up.
That's right, he tripped up, got stepped on, and got beat up.
Achilles is swollen.
That's right, Achilles swollen and everything, and I think that the past week has been a constant communication between us like never before. Yeah. We're in constant communication every day, and I think that's another thing. The people that are guiding you through something, the people that are coaching you through something, you have to communicate with them daily. The more they know, the better they can help you. So take that as a lesson too. Yeah. And, he's very honest with me, and I'm very honest with him. I'll say, hey, you know what? I don't think you should do that. Or, you know what? I think you should do this. And sometimes it's hard to admit when we're wrong, but when someone else is right, sometimes it's best to take the chance. And, for example, this past week has been very up and down. It's like, yes, this day was great of training. No, this day, it hurt bad. But we've been getting through it together. It's a team. And that's what we're about. We're about forming this bond and getting to the places that we both want to get to. And we're here in Newport. We just had dinner with the other elite athletes and the race directors and elite athlete coordinators, and they put on this great event. And this is a place where Nick came in the top 5 last year. He was in 5th place, and hopefully this year we got a top 3. Yeah. We keep moving up from there. A week ago I told him the same thing that I'm going to tell him today. You are in the works to win. You have a great possibility and probability of winning. So.
No matter what happens.
That's right, no matter what happens. So we're going into the race with that mindset of winning, and whatever happens, happens. If he wins, great, and if he doesn't, great, because everything is learning experiences. There are no losses, there are only wins and lessons.
Awesome. We'll end it right there.
That's right, yeah. So, shoot us a message if you have any questions, if you want a little direction, reach out to us. We could always help you in any way. Nick is very good with nutrition. He's very good with training stuff. Always, don't be scared to ask a question. If you have a question about races, feel free to, comment at me, shoot me a message. But yeah, one thing out there, guys, is you can train, but if you don't have direction, you are not going to get anywhere.
Yeah.
Find a map. Build yourself a map. Find someone to build you the map, just so you know which way you're going. And we'll end it at that.
Yep. Awesome. So,
all right. Take care, guys.
Never stop running.
That's right. Never stop running.
Peace out. And we finish right here. Okay. All right.
That was good.
That was good. It was 10 minutes.
Was it?
Yeah.
Wow.